excited to see you. I'm Grace Otley. I'm Miss Vietfest 2018, and I'm so excited to be here and more excited to introduce you to Mr. Bobby Lee. He's the president of the Vietnamese community as well as Novel DC, and he's one of the biggest supporters for Miss Vietfest. So have a big hand for Mr. Bobby Lee.
Hello everyone. Hope everybody's having a good time so far? Yeah! Alright, good. Well, this is the first time Vietfest is at MGM. You know, this is our 8th year doing Vietfest, and every year, you know, we get better and better. But, you know, whether we do well or not depends on all of you, all the support from not just the Vietnamese community, but, you know, sponsors and, you know, a lot of people that help out behind the scenes, and of course the attendees. So this is our first press conference at MGM. I'd like to welcome everybody to our press conference. How was the food? Excellent. Good. Unfortunately, we don't have any more. But if you guys are still hungry afterwards, go downstairs to Saigon Street. They have plenty more down there, okay? So support our first Vietnamese restaurant in MGM Casino that's Vietnamese owned. We're going to start the press conference. And the first person that I want to bring up to you is a representative for MGM, and like I say, this is the first time that we have MGM as our title sponsor, and we're very honored, lucky to have that contract with them, and you know, they are willing to really give back to the communities, not just the Vietnamese communities, but other communities. You know, they're not just a big casino that people might think, hey, like, oh, go there, they'll take your money. They're actually, you know, they want to support any communities, you know, that want to work with them. So I would like to bring up the VP of Marketing, Mr. Chris Gumella, to say a few words to you all. Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you, Bobby. I'm Chris Gumella, Vice President of Marketing here at MGM National Harbor. We are extremely excited to be the title sponsor this year. It is our first year, as Bobby mentioned. We don't believe it will be the last. But as Bobby said, thanks to all of you guys, we will continue to be able to participate, and we look forward to doing so in the many years to come. So thank you for coming. If this is your first time here, hope that you enjoy yourselves. We've got a lot of great amenities that you can go and check out after this event is over. Many of you who I've already met have been here previously, and again, thank you for coming back. So since, I think it was 2011, Vietfest has been just an incredible showcase of not only Vietnamese culture and community, but also the Asian American culture and community that we have here in the capital region. And we as MGM are just ecstatic and super excited to be a part of it this year. We consider ourselves the epicenter of entertainment here in the DMV, and we love to partner with communities and events that we feel really emulate that same type of entertainment. And what Vietfest has built and has become, we really feel like we're ready to take it to the next level in partnership with the community and with Bobby. So I can really say on behalf of not just myself, but my entire team and also MGM, we're really excited and anticipating an amazing event. When you get out there, we're going to have a lot of entertainment. I was talking to some of the members of the community who are involved and really looking forward to some of the entertainment that they're going to bring to the event this year in August. And we know that we'll also bring a lot to the party, whether it's entertainment, whether it's prizes. Some of the things that we do here on a daily basis, we really want to make sure to bring out and showcase in your community. So we're excited to do that. After this event, please go down, as Bobby mentioned, got Saigon Street, Gene's restaurant. Thank you, Gene, for the amazing food. It went very quickly, and we had to kick off the talking portion of today. So thank you, Gene. Gene's been a great friend of ours and the community, and has helped us bridge that gap, and we really appreciate that. We also have a show coming up next weekend on the 21st. Legendary Nights, 7 or 8. I don't know, probably going to be the biggest one yet, though. So that's what I'm hearing. But again, today's been a beautiful day outside. We have Potomac Plaza, we have the casino. I heard some people asking about how to get loyalty cards. There's kiosks downstairs. You can go to the rewards desk. But enjoy yourselves today after this press conference. Enjoy the property, enjoy the conservatory, enjoy all the amenities that we have. Please take your time walking around, and I look forward to meeting many more of you if I haven't met you already today. So thank you very much. See you out in August, and please come by again. Take care.
Thank you, Chris. Well, as you all know, this year's Vietfest is going to be at Tyson's Corner Mall. This is our 4th year at Tyson's Corner Mall, and it's going to be on August 10th and 11th. And a big event like this, you know, for the past 8 years, for us to do a festival that, you know, brings 20 to 30,000 people, there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of people behind the scenes, you know, a lot of volunteers, a lot of, you know, let's just say a lot of hard-working people to make that happen. So next I would like to bring up the board and the people that are involved in Vietfest. So as you know, I'm the president of Noval DC. I want to bring up Yim. She's the vice president of Noval DC. Now, a lot of people might not see her. She's always behind the scenes, but she makes a lot of the decisions. Come on up, please, please. I want you guys to come up. So please give her a hand. And she's been with Vietfest since day one. Next, I want to bring up our treasurer, Nick Pham. He was also a former president, co-founder of Vietfest. And these two here are, I think, the only two originals that are on the executive board right now that started this. And they are the one that inspired me to get into Vietfest, to volunteer. I became a volunteer, and now I'm president of the organization. But most important thing is that, you know, they didn't even live here. They moved here from a different state. And there was a number of people just got together and say, hey, we need to do this. Because Vietfest is not only a festival, this is Viet Pride. This is our Vietnamese community letting the whole world know who we are as Vietnamese and Vietnamese Americans, and letting them see our culture, our food, and also the event itself is an opportunity for people to come together. Not just Vietnamese, you know, other communities to come together and work together. And that's the one thing that I want to take away from Vietfest. And, you know, to also have young people get involved and, you know, have leadership roles. And the most important thing is they come back every year. And we have new people every year to really make this happen. So next I want to bring up our Secretary, Alyssa Nguyen. Alyssa, please come up. Alyssa started with us since she was 15. And she was just a volunteer, and she became a super volunteer. And then we moved her up to, volunteer director, and now she's a secretary and still volunteer director. So, hey, if you have any kids that want to get some leadership role, to be involved in community events as big as this, please have them come to us, and we will definitely work with them. So I believe she's really grown a lot with us, and I know that she'll come back every year to really help us. I want to bring up Elizabeth I. Yes, Elizabeth is the person taking care of our website, our graphics. Her company is Kia Designs, and that's her profession, but she does all of this for free for us. So thank you for everything that you do, and every time you go on the website, that's her work. That's responsible for that. Next, and Billy, I know you can't come up, but can you at least wave to everybody? This is the man that keeps our legacy alive. All the pictures we have on our website, Facebook, he's the man. He does our artwork for the banners or any artwork we have with Vietfest. So thank you, Billy, for offering all that. John, are you in the room? John's not here. Okay, Joe, can you come up, please? Joe Vu. Joe has been with us, I think, from the beginning, right? Yeah. And she handles the Mr. Vietfest patches that we have every year. And she does a great job, and not only she's good at handling that, she's also a great MC, which I found out last year, okay? And I hope you will continue that this year too, okay? Next, Tung An, are you here, Tung An? Okay, well, he stepped out for a minute, but Tung An also helps with Mr. Vietfest. He's also one of our MCs, and between the two of them, they are great in the MC part. Next, I want to bring up our friend and also have been with Vietfest from the beginning, Christian O. Now, Christian, he's not Vietnamese, but he's my Vietnamese brother, okay? He helps with us with the entertainment every year, and he not only helps with the our festival, he helps with other festivals too. He brings the YouTube stars, he does the celebration, he helps us with the Vietfest Got Talent. Liz, come on up, Liz. Liz has been with us since day one, and she is the one that really started the Miss Vietfest and have worked so hard to make it where it is now. And I believe you helped make us Miss Vietfest, was it America? United States. And what does that mean? That means that any of our contestants that win can enter Miss United States. That's huge for a small pageant at a festival to be able to do that. So thank you, Liz, and thank you for helping us through all these years. Tung An, I called you up, but you were not in, so can you come up here? One of our top MCs and helping out with Mr. Vietfest. Also, I want to bring up Minh Nhật. Minh Nhật, are you here? Come on in, Minh Nhật. She is also helping with Jiao on the Mr. Vietfest. And for those of you that don't know all the things that I'm mentioning right now, we're going to be mentioning the different events for Vietfest later on, but I want to at least let everybody see who are these people that are behind the scenes are doing all of this. Let me see. V, you're hiding back there. I need you to come up here. V Vu, can you please come up? Now, V is somebody that has been helping us. She doesn't want to have a title or anything, but I'll tell you what. Anytime I need help with volunteers, models for VidFest, anything, she's the first one I call. Basically, she knows the whole community, okay? And if she asks somebody to come help, they help. So V is a very big part of VidFest. I see Min, you're in the audience. Come on up, Min. Min has been with us. Min Dang, please. Min has also been with us for the first few years and really helped us with VidFest. So as you can see, these are the people behind the scenes. These are the people that make VidFest come together. It's not about me or Nick or Yim. It's everybody that's helping behind the scenes. So get familiar with these faces. They're going to continue to help us, and hopefully forever. Okay. So, all right, Billy. I need you to come up here for the picture. Can you please do that? Have somebody hold your camera. I can't have the picture without you, man. Come on up. Run, Billy. See how spirited he is? He has the VidFest t-shirt. Show them the VidFest t-shirt. There you go. Okay? I didn't even wear one. He wore it. Okay? His heart is in this. So, all right, everybody smile for the camera. All right, thank you, everybody. You can come down. So as you can see, there's a lot behind the scenes to really make this event successful, but it can't be successful unless we have a lot of people coming. We have sponsors, we have vendors. Please spread the news. Let everybody know that VidFest is coming up August 10th and 11th. Okay? So next, I would like to introduce some of our distinguished guests today. And if I call your name, please stand up, kind of wave, so people know who you are. I want to introduce Mr. Dang Nguyen. He's the former president of the Vietnamese Veterans Association. Please stand up. Also next to him is Mr. Ho Boy, also known as Tony Boy. He is the Vietnamese American Senior Association President. And next to him is Mr. Dang Nguyen. He's the Vietnamese Senior Association President for Virginia. And Itara Thong, she is the community leader for the Cambodian community. And I have Jose Galliani, he represents Kaiser. And Kaiser has been one of our biggest sponsor from day one, and they've done so much for us. Even on those hot days with Vietfest, every year they buy cases and cases of water to make sure that the volunteers are all refreshed, and they help us with so many things. So thank you, Kaiser, for always being part of our organization. Now I want to introduce next Mr. Herbert Duran, who is the VP of the Chinese American Chamber of Commerce. And Herbert, please. And he's well known in the Chinese community, but also Vietnamese community. He speaks both languages, and basically, he's the man. If you need any kind of business, he'll connect you. Let's see. Of course, up front here we have the ladies, the first and second runner-up of the Miss Asian Pacific International. Please. Now, Chris Zhu, who's the president of PCI for the Asian Pacific pageant, cannot be here, but I would like to thank her for always supporting us. She's a good friend of mine, and I also want to let you guys know that China Garden is opening again. We all know China Garden, right? She's the owner of China Garden, and they're opening up in Silver Spring today. Actually, yesterday was a soft opening, okay? So if you want good dim sum, go to China Garden in Silver Spring. I don't have the exact address, but Google it. Oh, Rockville. You know what? I live in Virginia, so Silver Spring and Rockville is the same for me, so I apologize, okay? But yes, please come to the China Garden restaurant, because I'll tell you what, I've been missing good dim sum for a while, okay? So maybe we all can go in a group. Not this big of a group, but But please, they're opening already. It's a soft opening yesterday and today, and that's why they can't be here to join us. But please come out and support them. And also, I have the president of GMU, George Mason University VSA, Jackie Lay. Please stand up. Now, along with Vietfest, working with a lot of organizations, we work with a lot of college organizations, VMU, MALSA, and it's really, to kind of bring all of them together to really know our culture and develop leaders. And GMU has always been there by our side. MALSA has always been there. We have colleges, UVA, JMU, all of them coming together with Vietfest, so we always appreciate them. That's where we get a lot of our volunteers, our contestants for Mr. and Miss Vietfest. So without them, we won't have the bulk of people that really help us with the events. Next, I also want to introduce Mr. Hưng Nguyen, who is the president of Saigon Haiu Association. And that's one of the organizations with the most, I would say, Vietnamese members. I mean, they have a lot of people there, and they are the support for the Vietnamese American Association. I always appreciate what they do, and I thank everybody, from the organization that came out here today to support Vietfest. So thank you. I don't know if I miss anybody, but if I do, I'm sorry. Please mention if I come back down there, because I get nervous when I'm up here, so I might not remember everything. All right. So moving on to our press conference, I'm going to bring up Nicholas Pham, who's going to talk to you a little bit about Vietfest, how it came about, and how we even arrived to our 8th year. So our treasurer, Nicholas Pham, will discuss that. Please give him a round of applause.
Hello, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. And we'll give a round of applause to Bobby Lee for helping us our festivities today. So we're here for Vietfest. What is that? Well, if you've never been to before or are not familiar, let's just play a video from last year, and so you can see the highlights of that.